Hey, 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 hey.
Hey,
How
everybody.
are you? Guess who's back? Back again. Laura's back. Tell a friend.
They might not hear any of this. Can you guys hear us?
They heard that.
Our mic wasn't working last week. That is...
Did you hear it, or do I need to re-sing it?
Did you guys hear us? Anybody?
I don't see any comments yet.
Let's see. I don't...
Can you hear it?
Taylor, can you hear us? Yes. Okay. Lisa said she could hear.
Okay,
So
good.
we figured the problem out.
Do I need to re-sing it? Is the
No,
question.
you're good.
Are you sure?
You're really good. And last week, what happened was Melon, actually, we're going back a couple weeks. We weren't on last week or the week before.
Mm-hmm.
Melon updated a couple days before our last Tuesday live, which is 3 weeks ago. And if you remember,
Alice said, "No, I don't need to re-sing it."
yeah, there you go. all of the
Fake Sal.
all of the loyal Huddle Adventure people that tuned in to watch Josh and I might have caught on. I was having trouble with the mic. The mic was not activating, and it was muted. So basically, if you guys have one of these USB powered microphones with Melon and an external mic, what I found you need to do is you need to connect the mic after you go into the studio on Melon. You know, so when you go to Melon, you go into the studio, then plug it in and it works. So that did the trick. So we're good.
All right. So what are we drinking tonight,
okay,
Mr. Huddleston?
Before we do that, I got to say our hellos. So first in was Have Pit Will Barbecue. That was our buddy Josh.
Cheers, Josh.
Also known as Have Luggage Will Travel's heavy hitter. We got Laura from Huddle Adventures. She was in there. Charlene Freeman, one of our good friends. She's always there for us.
Love my girl, Charlene.
Katie P.
Kate.
Daniel Fields. Last time I was at Daniel Fields, I was quite inebriated.
The last time I was with Daniel Fields, him and Nancy shared a bottle of Dom Perignon with us.
Yes, they did. And
that was a first for me and quite delicious.
Yeah, and as stated previously, we were inebriated.
Yeah, we were pretty toasted that day.
Taylor Huddleston.
Tay Hud.
She, if you notice, you might catch on. She was Rinko. Now she's back too. She's back to Huddleston,
right?
Which is cool. And then Al Bassett. Yeah. Welcome to the party, buddy. And Millie Races.
Hi guys.
Dana. Lisa is here too.
And Will Green's here.
Will Green's here. Okay.
So what are we drinking, Ed?
I am drinking Coke Zero tonight.
Wah, wah.
Yeah.
I have a glass of Pinot Grigio, and it's delicious.
Well, I came back from that cruise, and much like the last...
Hi, Cindy and Paul.
Hey, Cindy and Paul. Hi, Cindy and Paul. Much like the last cruise on the Carnival Celebration, I got sick. I got sick when I came off the inaugural U.S. sailing of the celebration, and then when I came home from this one, I got sick. But this one was kind of different. Last time we came home, and then we flew back to Miami like 6 days later, and I got like laryngitis and couldn't talk for like 4 days, 3 or 4 days, the first 3 or 4 days on Oasis. So this time, this is ironic. Coming off Celebration again. And we have a cruise coming up on Oasis again. Yeah. How weird is that?
That is weird.
So we did Celebration, Oasis, Spirit.
And then Celebration
Oasis. So
I didn't realize that.
It's crazy. It just dawned on me.
I mean, I'm happy about it.
But this time, I came back and immediately we had this cottonwood stuff blowing around. I mean, it's killing my allergies. As soon as we got back from Detroit, I was sneezing and my allergies were in full effect. And then like real vicious sneezing violent sneezing for 3 or 4 days. But then it turned into something like upper respiratory. Yeah. And it just, the biggest symptom was fatigue.
Lori said,
my butt.
Lori, I love you, Lori. Lori said, vodka will clear that up.
Well, it's clear.
Girl, yes, it will.
Lori, I really took advantage of the drink package on the Celebration.
We have stories, Lori.
Yeah,
we have stories.
There's been, now keep in mind, I lost my pro card years ago.
You did.
Me going through the apprenticeship and all that for the trades, drinking was part of it. But anyways.
But we have a different format for tonight.
Yes,
We do.
Well, you'll see it, so
Yes.
we don't have to announce it.
Well,
so.
I mean, I do kind of want to share.
We are going to let Laura is going to control the
Hey,
mic,
Tony G.
and I'm going to be doing what Laura's doing.
Okay, so
I'm supposed to be saying hi to people.
What we normally do.
Mama Huddles is here, and
Hi,
now she's
Mama.
sick. So,
I know.
Anyways, that's why I'm not drinking, guys.
Yeah.
Today's the first day since we got back. I feel normal now, and I've worked every single day since we got back. So we came back Sunday before last. Memorial Day, I got up and went to work, and I've been working every day since then. And it's like, man, what time did I go to bed? Like I went to bed at like 6 o'clock.
Yeah, you've
2
been
days
going
in a
to
row.
bed like crazy
Like
early.
an old man.
Lori said it's like hand sanitizer for your belly.
Yeah, hey.
It's so true. It's so true. So usually on a Huddle Adventure live broadcast, usually Eddie is the one that's keeping us on track and following our agenda and like hitting every talking point. And me, I'm the one that's constantly interrupting him with the chat and what everybody's saying. And then anything that he says, I'm throwing a challenge out here, by the way. Anything that he says that is any lyric of any song that I know, like as he says it, I like bust out the song to interrupt him and I drive him crazy. That's kind of like the flow of our lives. Well, this week we're flipping the script on you folks. I haven't been on our live in 5 weeks. I haven't talked about Alaska. I haven't talked about the celebration. I haven't told you like anything about the Spirit or, our last cruise. So this week, I'm going to share my thoughts with you. And I'm really excited to do that. And Eddie, I challenge him to be half as good as I am at interrupting with that song.
Being a smart ass. What she's saying.
Yes.
So
it's a gift.
Now, yeah, so we always sit down and we say we're going to cover this, and this. And then as soon as we get going on something, there'll be something, kind of detailed, complicated, and she'll go, and then I'll forget what we're even talking about. And I'm like a Labrador Retriever when I see a squirrel. I'm easily distracted.
Hey, you got to travel, Cindy and Paul. Yes, we need to book another cruise with you guys.
My job.
Send me a message, Cindy. I really want to make that happen.
You're doing my job.
Oh, I'm doing your job.
Hi, Cruising Scene, and Together We Travel. Tony G. You said hi to Tony G, but I didn't get to say. And then Mama Huddles is here, and I gave the death virus to Mama Huddles. She's fighting it off. We're praying she pulls through, makes it. She's here in virtuality.
I'm pretty sure she's going to pull through. That woman is strong like bull.
Okay, so I don't know how many people are in here because my phone says one thing, this says another thing, but let's get going. So here, background.
Yeah.
For the past 5 Tuesdays, we had one live, and it was sandwiched in the middle of the month, and that was the one with Josh and I.
Yeah.
And Laura was busy. She was getting her hair done.
Hair did.
When Josh and I did the last live. So we haven't done a live together since the end of April. But since the end of April, we did 2 cruises. We did the Spirit on May 2nd, and then we just did the Celebration on May 20th. And that is what Laura is going to talk about. Go.
Grabbing the mic. Are you ready, folks? So let me tell you about the Spirit, and let me tell you about Alaska. So if you followed our lives before, you know that in 1987, I was 15 years old. I went with my church group to Ketchikan, Alaska for 30 days, and we ran a vacation Bible school. We did like the puppet ministry. All right, I was one of the puppeteers, and we did like we had an awesome time. I was like the puppets, like just doing the arms.
I just gave you some Metallica just
I know. Oh, you did.
I did.
Good job. Right. You got to sing it though. That doesn't count. No, you got to sing.
They don't sing. They go, Master.
All right, that counts. So anyway, I hadn't been there in 32 years?
You gotta move that. Yeah.
I know. 32 years? Is that 32? 87 to 2023.
No, it's longer than that.
Somebody do the math because I don't even know. It's been a really long time since I had been there. So it was like emotional to me because I remember like standing outside, looking around at all the beautifulness around me and thinking, this is the only time in my entire life I'm ever going to get to Alaska. I'm never going to get to see this again. I just want to suck it all in and try to remember this always. And to prove my 15-year-old self wrong and to get to return, there was really a very cool thing for me, and to get to share it with the love of my life and our boys. That was pretty cool as well. I'll talk to you first about the ship, the Spirit. I had low expectations. It's an older ship. I watch vlogs. about the ship, and the decor looked a little cheesy to me. It was like super old school, like, you know, they had like the Pharaoh's Palace Theater, and this whole like hallway dedicated to, like, it looked like a Noah's Ark kind of theme. It looked a little cheesy, if I'm being honest. In person, I did not feel that way at all. There was so much beautiful artwork, so much just really classy decor that shocked me, honestly. It's a beautiful ship, you guys. Is that our first Spirit class ship?
Yes, it was our first Spirit class ship.
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. The service on the ship was amazing. The entertainment on the ship was really good. We had an amazing time. I absolutely loved it. I can't wait. We're going to go back on it again in March.
I like it.
I'm excited.
I love it. I want some more of it.
Yeah, good job. You're almost as good as me, almost. So I really
like it. I love it. I want some more of it.
see. I enjoy that. You are so annoyed by me. It gives you a new appreciation, does it not?
What were you talking about?
I mean, okay. So the Spirit.
Okay, the Spirit.
I'm Eddie.
Now the Spirit class ships are cool.
Really cool.
Very, very cool. Laid out really nice.
The food was great in the MDR. The service was great.
Yep.
We fell in love with every crew member that we got to interact with that week. We met Ada, which I hope she's watching this. I know she's friends with us on Facebook, so she might see this. She was amazing. Everybody was amazing. Like, I loved that cruise from start to finish. So the first port that we stopped at was Skagway. Skagway, like, it was our first time in Alaska, and the excursions are bananas expensive. Okay, like the minimum price I saw for any excursion was $100 each. Okay. And we had the boys with us.
Most of them were over 2.
Yeah, we had the boys with us, and then we were getting ready to go on a cruise in 2 weeks after that. So we kind of had a tighter budget for this cruise, so we couldn't really do any excursions. We couldn't pull it off.
I think airfare, 2 cabins, drink packages, Wi-Fi. We dropped like $8,000.
We dropped like $8,000 just getting on the cruise.
For the 4 of us.
Yeah.
So
budget was exhausted for that cruise. So we really thought, you know what, it's our first time there anyway. We'll just explore the ports, and obviously we're going to go back there again. So the very first port, Skagway. If you're going to do an excursion, we went to Skagway, Ketchikan, Juneau, and Victoria, British Columbia. So of those, if you want to walk, visit the ports on some of them, and maybe pick one port to do an excursion, I would recommend Skagway, because there's not a whole lot to see, y'all. It's really, really it's a super small town.
Skagway's peak population during tourist season is 1,300.
That and what is it normally?
900. So it's very, very small, but cool.
Very,
very cool.
We walked around. We bought souvenirs. We we walked quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, and
we had a great time.
They had like wooden sidewalks, a lot of timber sidewalks, because wood is plentiful up there.
They had, was that motel called Morningwood?
Yeah, Morningwood.
They had the Morningwood hotel.
Established in 2006.
Hotel, Holiday Inn.
You're not supposed to do that.
I'm doing his job again.
Stay on point.
Focus. I'm going to need more from you.
Focus, grasshopper.
I'm going to need more from you. So Skagway, kind of not a whole lot there, but hey, Cindy, but there was enough to walk around.
Charlene wants to know what your favorite port was.
Okay, my favorite port. It's really tough, Charlene. I would say I got to go with Ketchikan. I mean, Juneau was really cool, but Ketchikan for sentimental reasons, because that's where I was before, and it's beautiful. I really loved it. So our next port after Skagway was Juneau, right?
Yes.
Juneau is like a little city, not like a city like we're used to city, but much more populated, a lot more restaurants, a lot more shopping, some really, really cool excursions. I read that that's the place you want to go whale watching. That's the place we're going to go whale watching next, but it was like $250 each, which would have been like a bananas amount of money for all 4 of us to go. But I will tell you this. The morning we got to Juneau, Carson, Peyton, and I were sitting in the Lido buffet area, having our breakfast, and we were right by the window. And I looked down and I just saw black and white, and I knew immediately that it was an orca. And I go, oh my God, look. And the boys looked, and we saw this little, I swear to God, it was like this big. Either it was a baby or it was some kind of dwarf orca. I don't even know if that's real. I might be making that up. But it was a small one.
Probably a baby.
And it like flipped up and flipped down and then came back up and came back down. And we were like freaking out. And we were so, of course we didn't get a picture because we were like freaking out, but we got to see it, and that was super cool. And that was the only whale we saw because we did not do an excursion, but God gave us that. So we were grateful. That was fun. So Juneau, we went to, what was the name of that little saloon place we went to? It was like the Red. It's where you get the duck fart. I don't know if anybody has been there.
It was the Red, I can't remember what it's called.
I can't remember either. I thought it was like the Red Dog, but I know I'm totally wrong. They are expensive, Cindy. I don't know if I'm talking to
Red
Cindy
Dog Saloon. You're right.
Give it up.
And Juneau has a population of about 32,000, and that is the capital of Alaska. So it had more of a big city feel to it.
It did.
Ketchikan, about 8,000.
Yeah.
So Ketchikan had the quaintness of Skagway.
Hi, Pure Runners.
With a little bigger feel to it.
Yeah.
They were having like a festival.
Hi, Kathy Mills.
In Ketchikan while we were there. Yeah, it was in Ketchikan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And they had it was a 14-year, forget what they call it, but they had the Coast Guard doing a rescue with the helicopter.
It was cool.
Really, really cool.
It was cool.
Yeah, it was really
All right,
neat.
so we're in Juneau still.
Yes.
We're at the Red Dog. We had our little duck fart shots. Eddie did his duck fart shots, and you're supposed to say quack, quack, knock this shit back when you do your shot, okay? And Eddie did it. And then he forgot to vlog it.
I didn't hit the record button.
Right.
So
he had to have another one.
Yeah, I had to buy another one.
Right.
So I did two shots like within 3 minutes of each other. Funny. Yeah, it's pretty funny. But it's on the vlog. I'll put it on there. Yeah. I haven't got to that yet. It's crazy. We have so much content I have to just go through and put together. And I've been kind of putting it off because there's a lot to it. And,
it was fun though. We had a really good time there.
I've been putting a lot of shorts out, a lot of short content.
So that we walked around and did some shopping, got souvenirs, ate, had a good time in Juneau. And then our last Alaska stop was Ketchikan. Immediately when we got off the ship, I saw Deer Mountain. Deer Mountain was the mountain that
Hello, Trevor.
Hey, I saw him. Deer Mountain was the mountain that I climbed when I was 15. And when I say I climbed a mountain, it wasn't like putting the pick in the rock and like pulling myself up. It was like a trail that went all the way to the top.
Kathy Mills.
But it counts, okay? So I climbed that mountain in 1987, and I recognized it immediately, and that was really cool. Then we walked around and we did some shopping. We went to, do you remember the name of that pizzeria that we went to that wasn't serving food?
I got it in our vlog.
Yeah, we'll have to post that. The kitchen wasn't open, so we sat there and we had a couple adult beverages.
It was really weird. It was the pizza place looked like it was an independent, like it wasn't freestanding. It was like on a storefront, right? So there's all these like stores together, little shops. The shop is a better word for it. But it was actually connected to the center building, which is almost like a mini mall type of thing. And then the fish, that fish restaurant was right next door too. So all that stuff was in there. It was pretty wild how it was set up. But yeah, they don't do pizzas on Sundays. The pizza
so the
oven
kitchen was
isn't
closed.
open.
So we had a really good time. We walked around a lot, got to see everything. That's where they had that Coast Guard, that performance where somebody was in the water and they rescued them with the helicopter, and that was really cool. We had the best weather, you guys. The weather was incredible.
No rain.
Like no rain. There's a song.
Oh, I'm not doing that one.
Why?
Because you can't point them out to me.
Okay.
It's not right.
I mean, I'm your wife. I should be able to point the song opportunities out to you. But I digress.
No, you got to stay on point.
All right.
We'll never get through
So
this.
the rain did not exist. The sun was shiny. It was like 58. It was like 58 to 62 degrees, right?
No, it was. We had lows like 48 to 60.
Okay.
We remember the one day when we were in Tracy Arms Fjords. It was cold. That was the first thing we did. We got there and it was really funny. We all decided we're going to go out on the deck. We're going to get some cool pictures and video. And we beeline outside. And we were out there just wearing like hoodies. You know, we're from Michigan. No big deal. You know, like whatever.
We're from the Midwest, baby.
It was like, I think it was actually that at that time of day it was like 30 degrees. But we're like, no big deal. We didn't realize the winds were blowing at 35 miles per hour. So you have that. You have all that snow on those mountains. And it's just, it hit us. And it was funny because
you look like this.
And it's freezing.
Because of the wind.
So I'm sitting out there and I'm doing my video and I see some movement in my peripheral vision. God, and it's Laura really going back in. And quickly, right behind her is Peyton and Carson going back in the building.
Oh, Josh has a question. It's Amanda has a question.
Vince in disguise.
Hi, Vince.
Hey, Aubrey's watching.
And hi, Carson.
Hi, Aubrey.
Are you going to answer Amanda's question?
I don't see her question.
Go down.
Hi, Heidi.
Hi, Heidi. When you were in Ketchikan, did you see the globe down by the tram where they use those lunch? Yes, that was cool, Heidi. Yes, we did see that. That was really cool. All right, go down. Amanda has a very important question. Right there on the top.
Oh, now she's giving me one. Giving me
lost opportunity. You know, your girl would have caught that, right? Your girl would have caught that.
I only want to see you laughing in the purple rain.
Oh, well, Pure Runners has a comment.
Purple rain, purple rain. Yeah. What is he asking?
He wants to know if it was a saucy rain.
Oh, it was saucy. There was
saucy.
No. Listen, Trevor, you're like me. You're getting distracted. There was no rain. The rain was non-existent. It was like a ghost. All right.
So, after Ketchikan, our very last stop was
falling down
Victoria, which honestly we only had 2 hours there, so we didn't even get off the ship.
No.
Next time I would.
Dude, we live a 30-minute drive away from Canada.
Yeah, so that's like not the biggest deal.
I have people coming on our YouTube channel in the comments saying, "Hey, you got an interesting accent. Are you from Canada?" That's how close we are to Canada.
See, people think you're from Canada. People think I'm from Minnesota.
From Minnesota.
Because I have the voice that's kind of like this. They think I'm from Minnesota.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look here, Harv. Did you guys
ever notice that I'm from Minnesota?
That's North Dakota.
Right.
That's where Fargo is.
Is that North Dakota?
That's
no,
the movie
Minnesota.
Fargo. No, Fargo.
Minnesota.
I'm doing a Fargo reference.
Listen, I'm not a song.
You get back on point.
Okay.
See, Eddie gets right back on point. Now I'm the distractor tonight.
Eddie gets right back on point.
Go. Do something.
So that concludes concludes the Alaska cruise.
Now, the Spirit. We have people getting ready. We have people getting ready to go on the Spirit.
We do,
and
they're gonna friggin' love it.
And they've been asking about the Spirit, and the Spirit is absolutely awesome, guys. We love it. And there is
Taylor.
How
are you guys?
Oh, and her dog.
And the dog. This is Barney. J-Lo from Have Luggage Will Travel. This is her boyfriend.
Heidi is 30 minutes from.
They've never met before.
Where do you live, Heidi?
Yes, they are dating.
Oh, we're 30. Heidi's 30 minutes from where?
From Canada.
Oh, Canada too. Are you in Michigan, Heidi? Because I need a new.
I feel bad because I can't remember where anyone's from.
DPD, is that Detroit Police Department? Shut your mouth, girl.
You know I had to rep.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Got a new hoodie.
The Huddle hoodie.
There you go.
I'm going to go get them.
The Huddle hoodie.
Yeah, Taylor's been staying here.
Oh, Canton.
Hey.
Heidi. We need to hang out, girlfriend.
We have
send me a PM on Facebook.
Private message.
I'm always looking for new Michigan buddies.
Get my DMs, girl.
Get in my DMs. It's an invitation, so it's not creepy.
So that was Barney.
Yep, that was Barney. So anyway, that concludes. We told you the Spirit. We loved it. We told you Alaska. We loved it.
Oh,
we definitely want to do excursions next time. We just couldn't pull it off. I regret doing any cruise close to an Alaska cruise because whatever cash you think you're going to need, double, triple it because it's expensive there. But oh my God, you guys, once in a lifetime, well worth it. Spend the money. Just spend the money. Make it work.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're definitely going to do Alaska cruise again, and I think we're going to try probably Princess maybe or
Celebrity.
maybe. I don't think I've tried Princess. They're supposed to be the best for Alaska.
Are they?
Yeah, that's what
Holland
they say.
America does it
We have
too.
to do one on Princess pretty soon. We're trying to do all the cruise lines, guys, but we can't get away from Carnival and Royal.
I know because we
So,
like them.
Yeah, so it's hard, but Carnival's definitely our favorite. Okay,
Oh, Will and
so
Lori are in Arkansas.
Arkansas,
Way
down.
Arkansas has a different.
way down south,
Arkansas has a different accent than Minnesota does.
way down in Arkansas.
That's the difference in our accents. All right, so
Okay, now on to the celebration.
on to the
Because
celebration.
we need, when she's done with this, we want to compare the celebration
Yes.
to the Spirit.
I mean-
the XL class to the Spirit class. So I'm just reminding her.
right.
And you're on.
All right, so the celebration. Second time on the ship. First time on the ship was the inaugural U.S. sailing. So there were some hiccups with it because, it's the first cruise, right? Like everybody's learning their jobs and blah, blah, blah. I do remember that I liked Emerald's the first time we sailed her. The second time we sailed her, I enjoyed it as well. So Emerald's, thumbs up. Street Eats. It's like a food truck concept. The first time on the inaugural sailing, like they have 3 different stations. One is like a loaded French fry station where they have like different toppings every day. Like one day it's like a Philly cheesesteak loaded fries, and the next day it'd be like Mexican loaded fries, and the next day it might be, I don't know, chili cheese dog loaded fries, like whatever. So are you making fun of me?
No.
All right. So it's like different loaded fries, right? That was like a big miss on the second one. I got some loaded fries. I skipped the dumpling station because it had mushrooms in it, and I don't do mushrooms. But I got to be honest with you, Street Eats, the first time I liked it. The second time, not so much. So I'm still iffy on that. Jury's out.
Yes, Carson, we do. We would like to try Virgin Cruise Line sometime in the future.
Yes, we definitely
Definitely. We're hoping they come up with the drink package because currently they don't have one. And then we got
do. And you and I have broke the drink package multiple times.
Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
I don't know how that.
It got right there. It got a
Corresponds.
half pit barbecue. Wanted to hear a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So-
I thought like you have to sing to what I say,
No,
not to the
listen.
You're doing it all
I can
wrong,
interrupt you any way I want.
buddy. All right. Well, that's
Let's
true.
ask Half Pit. Half Pit will barbecue. Josh, is there any rules to this interrupting
Yes,
stuff?
there is. You have to interrupt me. You have to
Listen.
interrupt my. It annoys the crap out of you when you're trying to say something and then I bust out.
What were you
in
talking
song.
about?
I was talking about loaded French fries.
There you go. Loaded French fries. Street Eats.
What does it have to do with Somewhere Over the Rainbow?
I don't know. That's we got a request. I had to fill request.
We don't take song requests.
I just did one. We're doing it different.
Okay, well, we got a new segment on Adult Adventure Live where we will take song requests.
Only if I know it. There's no rules. It's official. No rules. No holds barred.
Yeah, look at what Amanda said about
Boom.
that. Amanda makes the rules, all right? You have to sing what Laura says. That's the rules.
Laura's talking too fast.
Ay, ay,
Okay, now we're Street Eats. What else
All
did
right,
you try?
so shebang.
Shebang. We don't remember that.
We don't remember shebang.
No. Sadly, guys.
That's the day that Daniel and Nancy Fields shared their bottle of Dom Perignon. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Champagne. I drank like half the bottle, and then I did we had multiple adult
We went to the
beverages.
Diamond Platinum party. We took Josh and Amanda with us.
Yeah. We
I
had
drank my
multiple.
wine. I drank Josh's wine.
Yeah, you were supposed to give me some of that wine. I only got one wine there.
You should have got 2.
I thought I was going to get Josh's wine.
You weren't playing it right. You
Well,
didn't need
anyway, I needed to.
to. But yeah, shebang. I vaguely remember shebang. We're just having way too much fun.
Okay, so I remember this. I remember what I ordered. I ordered the the spring rolls. I ordered the pork belly, 2 appetizers, and I ordered the nachos. Okay. What Amanda tells me, because I remember eating 1 spring roll, Amanda tells me that I ate the other spring roll. I ate Josh's tortilla and his cheese. I don't know why that's so funny, but it is. And I ate my nachos. I absolutely 100% do not remember eating the second spring roll. I do not remember. I remember Josh's cheese.
Well, and the funny
I do
thing is,
remember
guys,
that.
we don't. That was like the drunkest we've ever been.
Yeah,
on any cruise.
We are not out of control drunk people.
That was our last day on board, and we were having such a great time. We just cut loose.
But I do not remember eating the nachos. Like literally, do not remember eating the nachos at all. Like seriously.
Oh, and after all that, we had to go pack, and we had like 11 minutes to get our suitcases packed out in the hallway.
Mhm.
It was crazy. So,
that was shebang.
You ate at other
Cucina
places. Yes.
Was lunch.
Excellent.
Delicious.
As
Dinner it was okay. Dinner was all right.
The dinner was not good.
Dinner was
No, I did not like I had to tell you guys, on the celebration, the food was really lackluster. It was not up to Carnival's normal standards. And I will also say that it wasn't on the inaugural sailing either.
No.
And we wrote that off as being inaugural sailing, and they were having struggles they were slow. But not only were they slow, the food quality was not that good.
But what did we find out about the sailing?
Well, we were told on this sailing, Josh, the hotel director, told Josh that they were transitioning over from the original crew that started off on the ship back in November and replace them with a new crew. So a bunch of new training was going on while we were there. So we didn't time this right at all because we had, but I will also go back to the Mardi Gras, February of 2022, and say that the food on Mardi Gras wasn't great either.
It wasn't.
And the service on Mardi Gras was very slow in the main dining room. Cucina was better on Mardi Gras. So I can't criticize. This is the first time we had Cucina and it wasn't good. I mean, I had someone take a bite of my, what I had chicken parmesan, and it was so, it tasted terrible. It was absolutely horrible. And
I don't even remember. This is so bad. I do not remember what I ordered.
In the
Cucina.
I don't remember either, but we weren't.
The best meal on that ship, teppanyaki.
Yeah, that was great.
We
that
went
was
to
absolutely
teppanyaki
awesome.
For Thomas's birthday, and most of our crew was able to attend. We booked it way ahead of time. What a great night that was. That was so much fun, and the food was thebomb.com. Okay, it was delicious. It was yummy.
Yeah, I was on a roll, man. You can't stop a guy on a roll, Amanda. And my mom rolling her eyes has no effect on me, guys. I'm 54 years old. I've been making her roll her eyes on a daily basis for 54 years.
And I've been in the picture 8 years, and I can promise you at least once a week she rolls her eyes at me.
Okay, so that I'm going to tell you, the food on the celebration was not good at dinner time.
But we didn't starve by any means. It was not intolerable.
The food options on the XL class ships is extraordinary. It's so, you have so many options, but you got to keep in mind the reason there's so many options. They made those main dining rooms really small.
They did.
And I don't know if the layout of the kitchen's bad, but my guess is the ratio of crew to guests is off. They need to have more crew members. They really do. And that's something we'll talk about at the end. But how about the entertainment this time?
Listen, we're about to talk about that, but I have to acknowledge the pasta dish with the long name. It was the captain's special request. So I don't know what it was called, but it was the Captainoli pasta. That's what we got. And and it was, it wasn't that good.
Yeah.
So entertainment. Listen, I love live music. Put me in an area with live music and serve me adult beverages, and I'm one happy girl. Okay, I will dance all night.
Keep on going.
Long. You're supposed to sing.
It's not the
with me.
song and dance.
All right, well, anyway,
You're the straight man.
Boom, 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 boom. I will dance, I will sing, I will have a good time. I will say we when you participate.
Hey, I'm on video.
Once.
No, multiple times. There's proof of me chair dancing, singing, yelling, having a good time. There's people that witnessed it right in here. Okay. Some of these people.
Yeah.
And more will see it.
Yes, that's coming. But the band on the celebration, they were called. What were they called?
They were called the CIA band.
CIA band.
Caught in the act.
They were so good. So there's this little tiny blonde girl that can belt out Whitney Houston, Celine Dion, Shaka Khan.
She's from the Ukraine.
Yeah, she's incredible. Little tiny thing, and she can sing is good. She can sing with anyone. Okay, Aretha,
and that band had been together for a while, and then
our other guy, Bo joined the band. Bo joined the band
10 days before we got on the ship.
He was so much fun. So Amanda and Teresa and I, we bonded with Bo right away. We happened to make eye contact when he was singing the first night, and we were like, are we tight? Because we feel like we're tight. And he was like, heck yeah, we're tight. We got that signal from him, right? Then the Sauce Girls were born. Amanda, he started going off of the normal, I don't know what song it was exactly, but let's just use Brick House, okay? He's like, she's a brick house.
Now
she's
you're doing
just getting the sauces out, changing up the lyrics. And Amanda grabs this one sauce, and I grabbed another sauce, and Teresa Manning grabbed the third sauce, and we were holding the sauces up. And then he started singing about the sauces that we had up, and the Sauce Girls were born. So you will hear future references to the Sauce Girls. It was so much fun.
That kid was so phenomenal. The way he ad-libbed that song.
We took the sauces to the band so that they had props. They had their little sauces while they were, and we were out there dancing.
And that was just a pro tip again on XL class ships. If you like the live music, you're going to find it at Guy's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse Brewhouse, Deck 8, complete aft, summer landing at the back of the ship. And that's where it happens. On the first sailing of Mardi Gras and Celebration, we didn't know. We didn't hang out back there. We looked back there, and there's this really, really young band, and they were doing 50s rock and roll. But we did hang
out there with Cindy and Paul.
For a minute. We went back there. The only reason we went back there with Cindy and Paul was to get bourbon.
Yes.
That's where you get your bourbon.
Which I got to tell you, Paul, if you're listening, if you're still here, Paul, in celebration of you, my friend, I got a bourbon smash, and the crew right before our sailing, the entire a lot of the crew switched over from the inaugural sailing people to a brand new crew, and they did not make a bourbon smash like the other people did.
Cruise Nuts. Hey, Cruise Nuts, how you doing?
Cruise Nuts. So they didn't have that down, so you didn't miss nothing. But the band was so much fun. And he's
right. That whole back section, Summer Landing, is huge. It's absolutely the coolest thing about the XL class ships. But you're used to finding the music in the atrium area or the center of the ship.
Yeah.
But on the XL class ships are all the way in the back. So you have to go back there and plan on hanging out back there if you like live music. Now, we went back there. We did the live music. They were there. Of the 8 days, they were there 7 of them. Yeah. They took one off.
And we missed them the last night, but we caught them the other 5 of the 6 nights that they were.
Yeah. So, and then we did watch Celestial Strings again.
Yes, which was amazing.
Yeah, it's always good. It's always a great show. So we did do one show. We're not real big on shows.
We're not. And we're more live music people.
And we're also cruising with Mama Huddles. So we kind of... I can't say we tone it down too much.
Well, Mama Huddles can walk around a whole bunch, and then she needs to rest a little bit. So,
well, as the week goes on, she gets better and better on walking, so it has an impact. But as far as excursions go on the Celebration, we only got off at Aruba and did an excursion there. We didn't even venture Bonaire. That day, she had a bunch of work.
Yeah,
she was tied up with work all morning long. Yeah. We didn't get off at Bonaire. And then on Curaçao, I got off and did a tour of, I actually wanted to cross the floating bridge. I walked around with Nora's Family Venture. And with Mike and Alicia.
Yeah.
We walked around together, hung out for a while. That floating bridge is really, really cool. Got to see a lot of really cool stuff. Carousel is really neat. It was really cool. Aruba really was surprising because
it was so beautiful.
It's a desert,
mm-hmm.
and then there's beaches. It's really crazy. They got these crazy cactus and all this it was just really, really crazy.
So I have a couple pro tips for you. Number one, if you're going to always join the Facebook group for the sailing that you're going on, because you'll get to meet a lot of people before you even get on the ship, and that's kind of cool. Especially if you are a vlogger, you let people know that you're a vlogger. We're about to talk about that in a minute, Charlene. They let people know you're a vlogger, so they'll hopefully, join, your channel. But I will say this: not only join the sailing that you're in, but join the sailing before that. Because I went in there. I always go in there and I ask, hey, like, what are the good bands? What are the shows not to miss?
Hi, Mama's Adventures.
Hi, Monica. Join the group for your sailing, but join the one before it too, and ask the questions like, what band is good? What show do I not want to miss? Like, do that and introduce yourself. Like, go in as your channel or whatever, and that does help you get some additional subscribers.
Yeah, like like the sailing like 2 weeks ahead of time, so you can be asking questions, which is great to know. Like she said, it's awesome. And then she was asked about the casino. Are we talking about the casino on Celebration, or are we talking about the casino on Spirit?
We'll talk about. We didn't go on the Spirit.
We didn't gamble on the Spirit.
No.
But I was I passed through there multiple times.
We'll talk about the Celebration in a second because I have one more pro tip for you. The pro tip is this: don't let anybody shame you into. If shows are your things, go to your shows. If live bands are your thing, go to your live bands. Whatever it is that you enjoy. If casino is your thing and you want to spend every night of your cruise in the casino, do your thing, okay? Don't let anybody tell you that you're boring because you do the same thing over and over. Don't let anybody guilt you into trying something that you may or may not enjoy. Just make sure you do you. Cruise your way, okay? That is pro tip from your girl, Laura. Hey, Traveler
True
Best.
story. And you can't, if you try to go on any cruise, I don't care how big or small the ship is. If you think you're going to go on that ship, try every food, see every show, do all that stuff, you are going to end up running around and doing a rat race like you do back at home.
Yeah.
Who wants to run around doing that? That's just our take. Our take is
that is why it's so good. Hey, Eddie Lugo. It's why it's so good to not only join the group, the Facebook group for the group that you're in, but the one before it, because then you'd be like, hey guys, I'm on the week after you. Tell me the must do's, and they will tell you.
Yeah.
They'll tell you the bands. See, Charlene, I cannot cruise night. Girl, do you. So on the Celebration, we were in the casino twice.
Yes.
The first time we did a slot pull with our group.
It's a big casino.
Yeah.
But it's got a lot of like little nooks and crannies that are kind of tight. The machines are like, but it's a good sized casino. And then there's a smoking section on one side that's really small. And I got to say, I did. We had some smokers with us on our group cruise, and they complained about the smoking side being too small.
Oh, did they?
But it's a pretty good sized casino. But again, it's everything's kind of jammed in a little tight. Yeah. But
so we on our slot pull, we each paid $24 to participate, and I think we walked away with $8. $8. We got $8 back. It was fun. It was so fun. I mean, who cares, right? Like, I look at the casino as an adult arcade. Like, whatever money I'm putting into this machine, to me, I'm spending money to play this game. If I won, I mean, yeah. I mean, I would be super excited. But I don't really expect, because I never do win anything. But we played, me, you, and Mama Huddles sat boom, boom, boom by these machines.
We had to play our platinum. When you turn platinum, they give you $25 each casino credit. So we went in there to do our casino. We weren't really planning on gambling much.
No.
Initially, we said we're going to set a $250 each limit.
Yeah.
And then we said, no, let's be a little smarter.
I can't do it.
It's because we had so much going on.
Yeah.
We just dropped a ton of money. We did cruises in October, November, December, January, into January, and then boom, we get into May. We got 2 in May, and we have one in 16 days.
Yeah,
or
we're
15
going on
days.
another cruise in
We're going
15
on another
days.
cruise.
Yeah.
So airfare, travel expenses, everything. So we have to be smart, and we had to dial back on a few things. But we did end up, after the end of the Laura lost all her money. I think we ended up putting about $200 total on the machines. And at the end of the day, I won. But we ended up $6 total loss, between
Yeah.
my winnings and her losing.
Okay,
So
I
the
lost
$200
everything, and then he won everything that I lost back, and plus $6.
No, we actually lost $6.
Oh, we
So
lost
at the end,
$6.
the end we had $6 less than we started with. But total up, we gambled like little $200 of our money and $50 of Carnival's
But
money.
honestly, like how long we were in there? A good long time.
Yeah, my mom did good on her money
Yeah,
too.
she won.
She actually won. She came out ahead.
She came
like
out ahead.
$16 or something.
No, it was more than that.
I think she gambled 30, and she won like 66. So she won like 36
Yeah,
bucks.
she won enough to
Hey.
she won enough to tip her room steward.
Yeah, she gave that
She's
to
like,
her room steward.
oh, here's my Mama Huddle impression. Oh,
Well, hey, look,
I won enough to tip my room steward.
I'm gonna give this to Arnold.
I'm gonna give this to Arnold.
And
Cheers.
here's another
Cheers.
pro tip. And Taylor is 27.
Yes.
So you guys,
She looks like she's
I know you
16.
think she's 16. She's 27
She's
years
27.
old. Now, Amanda says, pro tip: travel with your travel agent.
Sure.
Now that we did that, before we compare XL class, Spirit class, I want to just chime in because I want to acknowledge what an awesome group cruise we had. Guys, the family reunion group cruise was by far our favorite cruise we've been on
Ever.
because of the people we were with.
Yes.
We had such a great time. Now, we did get a chance to spend time with Amanda and Josh in New Orleans before our the breakaway vlogger extravaganza cruise.
Yeah.
2 days we spent with them as our guides, and we had the best time ever. Our 2 days in New Orleans were better than the 7-day cruise we went on.
Yeah.
Without them. So we were looking forward to actually cruising with them and spending that full 8-day cruise with them, and we did, and we had a blast.
An absolute blast.
We got a chance to spend time with the Carnival Cruise podcast away fellas, the Golden Boys, Thomas, Reese, Trevor. Trevor is hilarious. Pier Runners.
And I got to tell you, that was the first time that I ever met Megan, Trevor's wife.
Yep.
I really liked her.
Super sweet.
Super cool.
That's Pier Runners with the I.
Yeah.
We had Pier Runners 2 double E's.
2 double E's.
Yeah. Marianne and Tracy, and man, they're awesome too.
Love them.
Of course, Gary and Teresa Manning, who also met us in New Orleans.
Yeah.
We got to cruise and spend a whole week with them.
J&S Adventures.
Gary has a heart of gold.
Oh,
Teresa is super sweet.
Yes.
We love them.
Teresa is one of the 3 sauce girls.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Right?
And Gary is just such a kind guy with such a big heart.
We
and
got
he'll do
to
anything
get.
for
I know.
anybody.
Trevor mentioned last night that he is going to join the Tropic Like It's Hot group cruise.
Yes.
We know Josh and Amanda
Yes.
are going to. We got to work on Gary and Teresa. We got to get the band back
Now,
together.
J&S Adventures.
They're going to be there.
Yes, they're going to be there on the Tropic Like It's
Yeah.
Hot. And cruising is fun anytime.
Yeah.
Jeremy and Cheryl, we had a blast
Amazing.
with them. That's our second time cruising with them.
Love them, guys.
And they are just outstanding. They're the first vloggers we ever met on a cruise ship. And,
so much fun.
And we started around the same time as them, so we're real good buddies with
So
them.
we also the Norris family.
We had Norris Family Adventure.
Yeah.
Jacob's family.
Love them.
The Jacobs family was
Oh my
there. They
God,
were
I
doing
love
their
them.
own group cruise.
Yeah.
And we finally got to meet the Jacobs family in
Which
person.
Also live
They're from
by
Michigan.
us.
They're from Michigan. They're from Newport, Michigan. They are right down the street from us. And it was cool meeting them finally. We saw them on the breakaway, doing some filming and stuff,
There
and
was
we
so
didn't run
much
into
going
them.
on,
Yeah, that cruise is really crazy.
Yeah.
So, am I forgetting anybody that was in our group cruise? Anybody? If I did, I apologize. But I will tell you, it was such a great time.
We had 25 to 30 people.
Oh, Howie Cruz was there.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about Julian Brown.
Yeah.
So, Howie Cruz was there as well. They had their kids with them.
Yeah.
We finally got to meet Mallory and Philip.
Oh my God, I love them.
We have Philip is Have Book Will Read,
Yeah.
and I gave him another one, Have Book Will Travel, because
Yeah.
he was doing travel vlogs as well. I said, you can branch out, brother.
You can.
Super sweet kid. Mallory is super sweet, the nicest kid you ever want to meet.
So let's talk about our Tropic Like It's Hot cruise.
Okay, and well, let's real quick, Spirit class versus Excel class.
Okay.
Here's what I'm gonna point out. You got one ship that holds like 2,000 guests.
Mhm.
You have another ship that holds 5,500 guests.
Yep.
The service on the Spirit class is much better because the ratio of crew to guests is much better. The service is faster. The service in the main dining room was faster. The food was better. Everything on the Spirit, service-wise,
the Jewish redneck
is better than the XL class ships.
Yes.
And that's because the ratio of crew members to guests is much better.
We seriously recommend that if Carnival wants to get if they want to get it right on those Excel class ships, they're going to have to add more staff.
They have to
Simply
increase the
gonna have to do
crew.
it.
The problem is they are working those guys to death to keep up with everything.
And they're trying
you can't
so
even get
hard.
to the room stewards.
Yeah.
The way the hallways are lined up in XL class, you're lucky if you get to see your room steward hardly at all. Because on the older cruise ships, the hallways are long and straight. So as soon as I step out there, hi, Mr. William! They yell down the hallway, Mr. William! I'm William Edward. We've been over this before.
I love that guy. He's so sweet.
But that's all the guys. They all do that. But on this, our room steward was awesome, but the hallways zigzag and turn. So your guy would be down around the corner and you went and see him. It's like, so it's crazy. So it's a completely different experience. The ship itself, absolutely beautiful, awesome. The amenities on the ship, incredible.
And would we sail it again? Absolutely.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
And we're going to do the Jubilee.
Yeah,
Family Reunion Group Cruise 2.
Yeah.
Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo.
There we go. Okay.
Right.
You don't know that song?
I do.
Okay. But anyways, that is the difference. So do not sleep on those smaller ships.
No.
Do not. The Spirit class, J&D from Pair DJ, their favorite ship is the Pride, which is a Spirit class ship.
Which Amanda won't go on because that's where they have the nudie people.
Okay. Oh, you gotta draw a line in the sand. Sometimes.
She doesn't want people's nooks and crannies on the same place that she puts her fanny.
Well, you're gonna have that.
Clark
family. Hey, Mike.
I rhyme part-time.
So that is the difference. Now, and the other cool thing about Spirit class, everything is basically on deck 2 and 3. You got the comedy club on deck 1 forward, and that's about it, man. And then you got your everything on deck 10, the Lido deck. Outside of that, it is just, and then the cool steakhouse, the coolest steakhouse in the world. It's in the funnel, guys. Talk about something that is so awesome. That's incredible. They have the red glass panels, so you see it. The light comes in, it looks kind of pink. It's really, really beautiful.
It was
awesome.
A really beautiful ship.
And you can get around that ship so easy. You forget something in your room, no big deal. You can go up 3 stairs, down 3 flights of stairs. It's everything's close by. So it really changed my mind.
It did.
Because I really thought.
I agree. I thought it was going to be cheesy.
And I still think that the Dream class ships are probably still. The Dream and the Magic, I really love those 2 ships a lot.
Yeah.
And
I love the Panorama, and I loved
the Vista class ships. The Vista class ships are cool.
I love that too,
but they're different. Yeah, right.
I love the Oasis class ships.
Yeah. So I'm
a fan of cruising.
We love them all. So,
but
with that,
in closing,
okay, we want to talk about our group cruise.
We're going to talk about the Tropic Like It's Hot.
Talk about Oasis class ship. We're going on. Let's get the official countdown here because I can't remember. I can't remember if I'm coming or going, guys. That one is going to be in 16 days, apparently. 16 days, and a little different this time. We are driving. We're taking a caravan, 2 vehicles. There's going to be
on the road again.
A big huddle bunch on this one. We're going to have Carson and Peyton, our ride to die homies that have been on two or three of our cruises in the last year, right?
I just can't wait to get on the road again.
Magic, and Spirit. They've been on those 3. This is going to be their first big monstrous ship, the Oasis of the Seas. This will be their second Royal cruise. So they've been on Royal before. And we're bringing Taylor, who you just saw running back and forth, and Katie P, Laura's oldest daughter.
Yes.
And so it is going to be quite the crew.
It's going to be a whole lot of hilarity.
We're going to have
on
a
this
blast.
cruise. It's going to be fun times 10. I can't wait to share it with you guys.
What we did, we thought it'd be kind of cool. I went on our spring store, the Huddle Adventure Spring store, and designed a back to our T-shirt that promotes our group cruise, the Tropic Like It's Hot group cruise, which will be July 26th, 2025, out of Galveston, Texas.
So
we also have Clock Family Adventures, who just got in here.
Clock Family Adventures is going on the Tropic Like It's Hot. Pure Runners with the IE is going on the Tropic Like It's Hot. Have Luggage Will Travel is going. Mama Adventures is going. Arc Adventures is going. Huddle Adventures is going. We have 6 rooms booked. We would love for you to join us. Let me tell you a little bit about.
We did hear that some cool people from Arkansas.
Yes, we did. We did hear some very cool people from Arkansas.
They're considering it,
and we really want to sail with them again.
It would make the ship. It would make the ship a little on the green side.
Arkansas.
Add a little color.
Add a little color green to the Tropic Like It's Hot.
And we would love to see that happen. And
JNS is going. You're
JNS
right,
is going as well.
Yeah.
So we anticipate that cruise being really big.
It's going to be really fun.
That's why we scheduled it so far out in advance, guys. And
give you time to prep.
And the room
Charlene,
rates,
girlfriend, you need to come on this cruise with us.
The room rates are great.
They're great.
The price is great.
It's Harmony of the Seas, which is the Oasis class. For an interior room, it was $547
plus tax and fees.
Okay.
Right around $800 per person.
Right.
So you can get in there for about $1,600.
$1,600 for a 7-day cruise on an Oasis class ship.
Yeah.
The balcony was about $1,800.
No, it was It's 8 something per person. So it's about $2,100.
Okay.
$2,200.
All right.
That's ocean view balcony.
Yes.
Now, my buddy Mike Clock wanted a interior facing balcony. And we got a free upgrade on the last Oasis cruise we went on. We never found out. It wasn't a bid thing. They just bumped us up, and they put us in a boardwalk facing balcony. Now, and it was a handicap accessible room too. So it was an oversized room.
Awesome.
That's pretty cool. The bathroom was absolutely huge.
There was room for 2 people in that shower.
Yeah, it was absolutely huge.
That's all I'm gonna say.
It was huge. A big shower. And but that balcony facing the inside of the ship, it was loud. So if you like to go to your room mid-afternoon, take a nap.
And then they had the 80s water show, and you're like laying in bed at like 11:30.
All right, so here I'm gonna do one.
You do it.
All right, I'm laying in bed. She's out. She don't hear anything, and I hear, and that's the power of love. I'm like going Huey Lewis. I'm like going, what the hell is that? So I was like doing this. I'm like going, Huey Lewis.
But 15 minutes later, I did wake up to, I just died in your arms tonight.
It was crazy. And we were actually, you know where the, what do you call that? The line, the zip line.
The zip line, yeah.
The zip line was coming from over above, like where the aqua show is, going diagonal to, it ended right above our room. Right above our room is where you got off on the zip line. I didn't hear none of those people like that.
I'm so
excited. Will and Lori are in.
Yay!
That's awesome. And you know, guys, that's another reason why we picked Galveston.
Yes.
Because we want to get our friends that live down south to make it easier for you guys to get to this cruise port to go with us. Because it seems like the majority of our friends we're making in the cruise world are all down south.
Yes.
Down south somewhere.
Yes.
And that's awesome. And we really like the fact that we're going to get the hotel right next to Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
We're going to get a group deal on that.
All right.
And
we only have 60 seconds left because we want to respect everybody's time. So I want to tell you the ports that we're going to. Cozumel, Paradise Beach, baby. Costa Maya. So much to do on the strip there. Renting golf carts. Oh my God, a blast. And then lastly, Honduras, which we have a tour guide that we have done multiple tours with. Every time we go to Honduras, Emerson I couldn't think of his name for a second.
Roatan.
In Roatan,
Emerson.
yeah. Oh my God, he is going to help us specialize.
Emerson worked for Real Deal Roatan.
Yes.
And we did 2 cruises or tours with him.
Yeah.
We did a tour with a regular size van, and we did one with a monster size van or bus.
So here's
And
what's cool.
Great time. And
about
he started his
all
own.
of these.
He started his own
Yes.
business. So we're
You
gonna get
guys
with him.
will
We're
love
gonna have
him.
him craft a excursion for our group. How many people we have, and it's gonna be a blast.
So here's what's cool about it. All 3 of the excursions affordable
Yes.
and fantastic. You guys, it's going to be something that we will always
I believe it goes Roatan, Costa Maya, and a Cozumel. I think we'll end up in Cozumel like on a Friday or
Yeah.
something. And Cozumel is going to be off the hook fun. Now, guys, just so you know, if you've never been, if you've been to Mr. Sancho's, Mr.
Yeah.
Sancho's, Mr. Sancho's is like a carnival party, and then Paradise Beach is like a royal party.
Yeah.
It's still a party, but it's not. You don't have people falling down and getting.
You don't
really,
have people flashing.
No. But it's a lot of fun. You got the DJ, you got the music.
I don't need to see all the nooks and crannies. We'll save that for our Pride cruise.
But it is. I'm gonna tell you, the food is just as good.
Mhm.
And
the drinks,
the
customer
drinks,
service,
and I'll
the
tell you what, the
facilities.
people at Paradise Beach, man, they
The pool
roll
is
out.
way bigger.
The management rolls
Yeah.
out the red carpet to you, and
Mhm.
they are really, really good. And they will. I promise you, they will go out of their way for our group. So it's gonna be.
So we want to go join our friends. Hey, midships. We want to
Hey.
go join our friends on Coach Cruises live right now because Cruise World and Have Luggage Will Travel are special guests. So everybody, if you can, go over there and say hi to them. We love you guys. So good to see you again.
Extra love for Will Green for giving Lori the green light.
I had every faith my girl Lori was going to make that happen.
I'll tell you, they are such nice people. We got to meet them
cannot
on the Dream.
Yep.
And when we were hanging out with Robin Favor.
So much fun.
And man, they were just.
Can't wait to sail with you guys again.
We got along with them great, right?
Yeah.
Right off the start, and they're just really super nice people. And that's what we love about all this, guys.
It's so much
We're making
fun.
great friends, and friendships are going to
Mike
last forever.
Clark likes nooks and crannies.
Mike Clock is a little bit.
Mike, I mean, we're not judging, buddy.
He's an electrician. Now, Mike Clock has had a lot of 110 voltage over the years, and that'll make you a little off.
I got him, Mike.
They're like his sense of humor is a little different. Well, that's because he's been electrocuted many times.
Let's all go join
And we
Have
love him.
Luggage and Cruise World on Coach Cruise.
Yeah,
love you
go
guys.
go over to Coach Cruise.
See you next
Tell
week.
them Huddle Adventures sent you, and they'll
Yeah.
send you a free T-shirt.
No, they won't. Bye.
All right, guys. Love
Bye.
y'all.